Whip, after giving up the 3 straight scores, it got out of hand. What did you like? What did you see out of kind of that comeback attempt that got you within 6 points and a chance to win it at the end?
Yeah, we got it within 5 and whatever. Which is great character by our guys, and it's just the third quarter kind of killed us. It was like the freshman miscues, but those guys all bounced back when Sadiq dropped the first down, and they got it, and then and then they beat, and Ross is a really good player. Their receiver beat Isaiah on a double move, and then Raekwon gets a hold. But those are our best guys, and so I'm proud of the way they came back, and we're young in those places, and they just credit them. That's why they're in the SEC. They're just bigger and faster, and our guys competed right with them, and just made too many mistakes on both sides of the ball. I thought when they had run 50 plays at halftime, that was really tough on our defense, and we just need to make one stop or we need to get one turnover to really get the momentum our way, and credit them. We just couldn't get it.
Were some of the missed tackles and stuff in the second half, that's just indicative of got worn out, like you said, against a bigger team, against that many? Yeah.
They're the SEC West. We don't talk to those guys. They don't talk to us, recruiting wise. I mean, our guys battled, so it's just they got big, fast guys. So they're like Florida. So that's why they're in that league.
What did you think of Andrew's performance, especially from his first start to the second?
I thought he did a lot of good things, really good things, and really battled back, especially after the pick six. Didn't drop his head, and just led the team. There wasn't any panic on the sideline. The guys believe in both our quarterbacks, and I think he took a step forward. At the end there, we're trying to maybe make a big play, and I gave him a couple plays. He'd probably only had one time that we thought that I was trying to get a coverage out of him, and he just needs a little bit more experience. But I thought he battled, he played hard. All our guys did. I'm proud of him. I had a good time coaching the game. It's just we just got to play better. We got to get back to work on tomorrow afternoon.
Like you said, he moved the ball against the SEC West. Is that kind of another feather in his cap as far as where he sits in your estimation?
Yeah, I mean, that way we moved it better than LSU did, and so it's hard to get into a shootout with these kind of teams. Because they just have more. Their special teams were a little bit better. They're faster. Their field position was better. I think the cold helped us a little bit. For them, cold, they didn't kick the ball as well as they usually do. They kick them out of the end zone usually. But, it's just the level. So you try to get the game into the fourth quarter and make some plays. I've done this enough, but our guys battled. I was proud of them. And, so there was a lot more good than bad.
When he had a couple plays where the fourth down that he kind of dumped off to Marquise, where he had a free rusher in his face, and then this kind of scramble to buy some time and hit Sadiq. It's his ability to kind of stand in the pocket and make something happen. Is that a special talent for him?
He's niftier than he looks. He reminds me of Todd Bankhead that way. He probably doesn't run a 4.7, but he gets out of that guy's way, and he made a smart play. We got lucky on the fourth down. I really wasn't trying to go for it. We tried to draw him off sides, and we got lucky, and that gave us a lot of momentum and did a good job. And you got to get a couple breaks, but I think he's, you look at the stat sheet. I haven't looked at, but the 3 picks would come down and then throwing. Took a bad sack in a red zone on a play, and it's one of those things we just learning, and the speed. It's a lot different. Wasn't happy that we had 2 bad snaps. We got 1 at extra point. You just can't make those kind of mistakes in these kind of games. A 3-point game, at that point, we don't get the field goal, but there was a lot of good things.
Does having Jalen available and is he 100% or close to 100%? But how much does his presence help you guys as far as having a weapon you can?
What do you think? I mean, he's a really good player. He's a great kid. So it's like struggling, so we practice a little more, and obviously he makes a difference. And I think Andy's doing a good job, and they're all doing a good job. We got Sadiq in there. It's the really first time he's playing SEC West. He makes a mistake, and he comes back and makes a touchdown catch. We got to live with those things. It's like Marquise last year, kind of those things. They're going to make some freshmen, things that'll make me even more gray than I am, but they're going to make some plays, and that's just who we are, and that's I'm excited to coach them. That's the thing. I didn't think there was any point on the sideline that our guys really dropped their head and thought we were going to lose. It was quickly on the pick six, but then they were right back at it. So they're good to be around, and we're just going to continue to get better.
Did you guys do any? Obviously, you had the 83-yard run, but did you change anything that allowed your guys to get a little more, gain some more ground running the ball?
I think we're just getting better. You know, Eliza's back, and Raekwon's his fourth game, and he's played against three pretty good fronts. True freshmen. We played a couple other guys that have never played before up front, trying to get it. Coach Foley's new, and he's doing a great job. It was his play that Marquise broke, and so there's things staff-wise are coming together, and they're just a good group. It doesn't feel like we played 4 games. I feel like because we're so young, I just look back and say, geez, seeing these guys, and I'm talking to them, but they give me some of the eyes that you're saying, they really don't know what I'm talking about. So it's just, can't wait to get with them tomorrow and look at it and get ready for Tulane.
Coach, what do you think about the defense? It seemed in the first half you guys were playing well with Mississippi State, and then they had that 2-minute drill they finally got in the end zone.
Yeah, we played soft at that point. We were trying to buy some time. The kid hadn't thrown the ball really well, and I think Ross he's a really good receiver. He's got the most catches in the SEC, and their other guys are fast, and that's a big quarterback, and their line, they're veteran coaches on the other side. Danny Mullen's been around. Remember when Heavy was a GA for me at Brown, he's been at Florida and other places. So when I saw that they had 50 plays at half, that's way too many. And that was we had a 1-play drive for Marquis 83-yard, and we got a 1-play interception where we missed the protection. And those things you can't do against an SEC team. Because then they're going to take the ball, and we just never, I don't know. We've been really good on third down, and we just weren't today. And I think it had more to do with Mississippi State than it did against us. And they battled back, and they moved the ball second half against LSU, and they're getting better. So give them some credit.
You had Logan out for the field goal that kind of got botched there. Is just because it was a longer field goal? Is that?
Yeah, a little longer. Into the wind.
Yeah.
Because the wind was coming. That was about the point. What said we had 3rd and 17, and let's try to get it to right where the wind was a little stronger pre-game. So that was right about what we thought, where his legs a little stronger at that distance. So that was the reason there.
Do you say anything to Sadiq Palmer after he caught that pass? It was his first reception touchdown catch right in the corner of the end zone there.
I was nicer to him than when he dropped it, before he dropped it. But he's a kid that I think is going to be a really good player for us. I liked. He made some. I watched him compete in recruiting on basketball when they were down, and I think he's a really tough kid, and he doesn't shy away, and he proved it there. Told him you're going to get a chance, you'll catch the next one, and he did. He had a catch last week. They got nullified, so we're just getting him a little bit more involved. And with those will be some growing pains, but he's fun to coach.
With Shakur gone, is he somebody that steps into more playing time?
Yeah, no question. All those guys were trying to roll them through. I said we only had 24 plays in the first half, which, that's that. I know we obviously had more in the second half, but we'd like to play faster, but just who you're playing dictates a lot of what you're trying to do.
We'll be right out with players.